on this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast.
Oh my God.
Suck the nuts out of you.
Against all odds, the Friend Makers have fended off the Slavers.
This hex ain't big enough for the both of us.
The stories of their deeds will spread far.
He hoists him up by his collar. I'm going to let you go. You're going to find your friends. You're going to tell them that you do not mess with the three of us and our good friend Rolk. And he'll motion over to Rolk.
Yeah, fuck you.
As they return to a familiar place,
Can we go to the hole now?
their legend continues.
Should we return to Treatenbergville?
It's hard to say that seriously.
Now.
So I got another question for you guys this episode.
I like questions.
So we play a lot of games. You know, we don't just play tabletop role-playing games. We also play board games. We also all play video games because we are people who exist in this day and age. So I want to go around the table. What is the last game? It could be something you're currently playing or something that you've played, you know, the last game that qualifies for this that was so good that you just could not stop. Jacob wincing in pain
Everything he plays.
Let's start with you, Kat, this time.
Okay, well, this one's easy for me. I rediscovered Stardew Valley. Because my geographical life is not as stable right now. And in Stardew Valley, my grandpa gives me my own farm.
It's a millennial's dream.
And it's
Free
peaceful.
real estate.
It's such a peaceful, happy little game. And if I get upset, I can go to the mines and destroy monsters.
Yeah.
So I think I stayed up until 2 a.m. the other night playing it, and that's pretty late for me.
That's pretty late because I know I was playing games with Jacob and you were still playing. So I was like, wow, Kat's into this.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. All right. So I feel like I want to save you for last, Jacob, because I can see the
I'm
work
panicking.
on your face.
I appreciate that.
I love how this one makes him panic, but
yeah.
food didn't.
No, it didn't. Drow, what do you got?
I'm not answering until Jacob does. I want to see you squirm.
Oh, hold on. Because I have an easy answer.
Well,
but
then take the easy one.
It's not necessarily the right
The last game
answer.
I saw you, I'm going to guess. The last game I saw you put
Wolfenstein?
a lot in, you were doing...
I mean, you're half right, but...
You were also
Okay,
Curdy
let's-
stuck on that Slime Rancher game
Audience.
for a bit.
Let's get real. So, any game I play, I can lose time to. I fixate on games, and when I start, I just don't stop soon enough. So, if we're going to be technical here, Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus?
Yeah.
Would technically be my answer.
That
but
and Satisfactory.
that is no different. And I have a thing for survival games where even more time can get lost. But like the last game that was different that I played a lot of because I was like, this is just a good game. If I could look at my Steam list, I'd have a better idea. But if I had to say one right now, I would hesitantly say Control. Because it was a very good game. It was a good game. But it also got a bit repetitive and stale towards the end. Oh man, if I could see my
Just say what comes to mind.
team. I mean, I guess I'll stick with Control, but
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not
that's
happy
good.
with it.
I'm surprised you didn't mention Satisfactory.
Minecraft, Satisfactory, Ark, Stardew Valley, all of those farming/survival games, they're designed to lose time to.
And
Before
also-
it was Stardew
So
Valley,
it's not special when you
I
lose
lost
time
myself in Raft for a while.
Oh, that's another good one. Yeah. But like, the Control is probably the most recent. Like you've lost time to all those before, but that's the most recent thing where you just couldn't stop. And I think
Yeah.
that's a good answer because I remember when you were going through playing that, seeing you at like 3 a.m. playing Control.
Hey,
and like, oh,
you always tell me you go to bed around 2:30.
I usually do.
Lies.
So Drow, what's it for you? What's the last game that you just couldn't put down?
I keep on thinking about Skyrim.
I don't think Skyrim is the last game that did that to you. Because I know the last time you played Skyrim,
The
and that
thing
was a while
is,
ago.
I did just launch it yesterday.
But you briefly launched it.
Yeah, the thing is, I was thinking about it more. I was
I
just
could give you a
so
game for
tired.
it. When you get into Ark, you get
Yeah.
in.
But I think the it's Ark and Minecraft are your two.
Ark, Minecraft, and Skyrim. That's it. Anything that I can mod.
Yeah, but I think Minecraft was the last one you were really into when they were releasing the previews of the new update.
Yeah, I love the axolotls.
They're pretty great.
I still want to see the axolotls.
The one that was different for me was Portal 2.
Oh, that's a long time ago.
Word.
Yeah.
That's a good one though.
Oh, but that's a good game. Who cares if it's old?
Yeah, I remember when you went through that phase. That was a good time.
Yeah. I got very good at it. That was whenever I first dipped my toe into streaming, and then I never did it again after I played Metal Gear Solid 6?
No, sub 5.
5, The Phantom Pain.
Oh, I remember that because I had
the fucking firewall popped up, and I was like, you know what? I cannot do this anymore.
Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead, Jacob.
I'm sorry, but I was wrong. There's nothing special about this game other than the fact that I love it. Dying Light.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Dying Light, I have played 6 or 7 times, and I will play again.
I remember we got you back into it briefly because you were having computer troubles, and you would bring your computer over here, and I'd work on it, and we would use Dying Light as a way to like stress test. You would just sometimes sit down and play Dying Light at my house for 20 minutes, and then you go home after the computer was working and play more Dying Light.
I was playing Dying Light the other day with friend of the show, Micah. First time mention of the show, friend of the show, Micah. And I found the area that I would test my computer on. I was like, Micah, this area fills me with rage.
Great.
I was going to say dread.
Rage.
I like how
could you say that you were raging against the machine?
Maybe a machine, not the machine.
But that's your machine. That's the machine to you.
It was raging against Dying Light. I know it was my computer's fault, but
yeah.
So the light made it die?
So whenever we say friend of the show, Micah, are we going to always say first time mentioning
this is
friend
the
of the
first
show?
time we've mentioned Micah, friend of the show.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Micah.
Yeah, friend of the show, Micah.
Got it.
First time mentioning him. I don't know if you guys know about friend of the show, Micah.
Yeah. Speaking of friend of the show, Micah, so for me, the game...
We weren't, though. That was the first time we mentioned him. First time mentioning friend of the show, Micah. What were you going to say?
All right, these rules are getting too intense. So for me, the game that was like that, and I thought of it instantly, is Valheim.
Oh,
That's fair.
Dang, you're right.
Valheim was real special because I lost like a month or 2 of my life to that
You bumped
game.
your face against the fucking microphone, and it was great to hear.
It's just a solid... I stay up late playing every game. So every game I can be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Valheim was like, as soon as I was done with work, I would ping you at like 5:30 in the afternoon.
We would play for 8 or 12 hours.
Yeah,
and we haven't done that with
That
a
was
game
the
in
Viking.
a long
Yeah.
The Viking one, right?
First
Yeah.
time mentioning friend of the show, Micah also played with us on that server.
Oh. Payday.
Oh, well, that's all.
Oh, Payday.
We played that one through its like heyday.
Yeah.
But we kind of fell off. What was it, 2016 or 17, around that time?
Yeah, but in your prime,
Yeah.
all I heard about was body bags and
Yep,
Oh my
body
goodness. It was
bags
such a
and
game. What a game.
powdered sugar.
Oh yeah.
That's cocaine.
The single Payday 2 is still the single highest number of hours I've played in any single game on Steam. Technically, Skyrim is higher, but it's split across 2 games because there's regular and special edition.
Yeah.
Man, I lost a lot of my life to that game.
I think that I think Skyrim is the same way for me, but the longest single one is Ark.
Oh, by
by far.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Ark's
Yes,
still at the
in
top
the-
of my list.
In the 4 digits.
Yeah. The Drow has a unhealthy obsession, or had an unhealthy obsession with Ark.
Still want to get back into it.
Like, I bet a fifth of my Arc time is load time
Yeah.
because my computer was barely running it for the
It
longest
got
time.
a lot better
Yeah.
at the end there when we
Yeah.
upgraded some stuff.
Ark is hands down the best bad game.
It's
But
so terrible.
please note,
I
we
can't
play with
stop
a
playing
ton
it.
of mods to make it good.
The only
Ark
reason we
is a phenomenal baseboard to jump off of for all your mods.
Yeah.
we struggled with that game, but then we were hosting custom servers and really got into modding and tweaking it, and it just blew up with us. Yeah, we got Jacob looking at his Steam library now.
Like every game I
You
look
get obsessed with
I'm
everything.
like, oh man, I stayed up so late playing this game.
Yep.
But it's every game.
We're all
Yeah.
sitting at computers. We should just, stop playing Forbidden Lands and go play a
Welcome to the first LAN Party podcast.
Land Party podcast.
Let's go harvest my
Most
crops.
people like to say, how does this work as an audio medium? And we usually respond with, shut up.
Speaking of streaming, though, I've thought about getting back into. We stream the show on Twitch whenever we do the premiere. I've thought about doing streaming on my own. I've seen recently people do coding streams where they'll like work on building a game or something like that and walk you through things. I know it's super niche, but if like I did that for my hobby app, it would force me to work on it more.
Yeah.
And I could, experiment with streaming. I've been
The
debating
thing
it.
is, you are doing so much already. Let's not.
Oh, that's the reason. I started a podcast, so I don't have time
Yeah.
to do streaming outside of related to the podcast. So, although me and Jacob's Satisfactory games recently would be fun to stream.
Yeah, hey.
So they are ridiculous.
Join us after 12 o'clock at night. Usually.
Usually, yeah. I finished editing something and like Jacob, I need to play a video game, and we start playing Satisfactory, and it's
Yeah.
about
Oh my God.
10% playing the game and progressing, and about 90% running around with the leapers.
Hey, I have
waiting for
something to
something to
say.
produce. Yeah.
For 300 years, the blood mist prevented all in Ravenland from straying far from the comfort of their hearths. Now the mist is gone. Brave souls and cunning scoundrels now wander the cursed land, sealed away behind the iron lock, to find their fortune in the Forbidden Lands.
What about brave scoundrels and cunning
Rogues.
rogues?
Yeah.
What about
Here's
them?
the thing. You've read the text. Now you have to run the game.
All right, cool. Here we go.
Drow, do we win?
No.
No! For 300.
Can I do my bit now?
No, I already did it.
Please go ahead.
For 300 years, the blood mist
No,
prevented
it's
all
my
from-
bit. All right? All right? It's my bit. I wrote the thing.
It's the DM's privilege.
It's my thing. I get to do the bit.
All
This is
right,
my
I
bit.
already did it. Just let it
You
happen.
didn't ask permission. You just did it.
Yeah, you told me not to ask. You said just to take it.
When did I say that?
Like 3 episodes ago.
You did, though.
I did.
You
For doing the joke.
For 300 years, the blood mist prevented all in Ravenland.
300 years.
300 years.
Sunday.
Monster Truck Rally. Welcome to Cahoon's heyday. We got trucks like you would. Never mind. I
When
don't
we
know.
last left off.
Deep breath.
Have we? I don't. The thing is, all right. So here's the thing. Yucks and jokes aside, I don't feel like I've started running it until I say it. I'm not gonna do the whole
Just do
interrupting
it
everybody.
for 300 years.
Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. For 300 years, the blood mist prevented all in Ravenland from straying far from the comfort of their hearths. Now the mist is gone. Brave souls and cunning scoundrels now wander the cursed world, sealed away behind the iron lock, to find their fortune in the Forbidden Lands.
Lads. Oh no.
You took a drink right at the wrong time.
Whenever we last left you guys, you were ambushed by a group of slavers posing as wounded traders or merchants. But Dreamin was wise to their tomfoolery and called it. And you guys barely were able to hold them off and kill 7 out of 12 slavers, or kill or break, whatever you want to call
Incapacitate.
it. 7 out of 12
Incapacitate.
slavers with only with only Rolk and Kali going down and being broken. After you had killed the 7th one so viciously, they basically just disbanded and fled for the hills because you had turned their fake wounds into real wounds. They're running away currently. I know, Drow, you had mentioned wanting to chase them as we were going out of last episode. What do you guys want to do? You are out of initiative order.
Nothing, because I'm bound up and broken.
I will let
Fair enough.
Cahoon go first.
You see, this is why I wanted to discuss this last episode, because all of the vitriol is gone. I don't feel it anymore.
Well, maybe
Well,
that's
don't worry. I'll take it then.
Well,
Right.
accurate. As the combat ends, the blood rage subsides.
Does it, Dad?
Oh, not for me. Dreamin will walk up to. So one of the people he critically injured had their guts cut open.
Yeah.
Would you call that a lethal injury?
Yes.
What about the other one? That one was slashed eye.
Slashed eye, yeah.
Yeah.
He will go up to the one with the guts, and he will try to save their life.
Okay.
He will try to take away the lethality of their ailment.
Okay.
Save your willpower for me.
This is not magic. I have no willpower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you could fail this.
I mean,
It'd be a convenient roll to fail.
Yeah.
Or to get a bane on.
Khalid's just like, why are you healing him?
don't worry, Kali. We're safe. I have some things to take care of right now.
It's pronounced Callie.
I meant to say Callie. My bad. I got 2 successes, I do believe.
All right.
So he will save this man's life.
6 dice.
And then I'm assuming the man is conscious.
Yes.
He will pick the man up by his scruff, and he'll say, I'm going to let you live. I'm not going to kill you. Do you want to know my name?
Yeah.
You see, my name is Dreamin'. Repeat that, please. Dreamin'.
Dreamin'.
This is my son, Cahoon. What is his name?
I will bite your head off.
Say it.
Cahoon.
And this is my good friend, Callie.
Callie!
Go, Kali.
Thank you. You see, he hoists him up by his collar. I'm going to let you go. You're going to find your friends. You're going to tell them that you do not mess with the 3 of us and our good friend Rolk. And he'll motion over to Rolk.
Yeah, fuck you. Roll
Yes.
flips him off.
You will tell them that you are not to mess with us. You'll find other people like you, and you'll tell them not to mess with us. You will leave us alone. You won't bother us. Is that understood?
Oh, yes, sir.
What's my name?
Dreamin'.
Thank you. And then Dreamin' will, well on his face until he's unconscious.
Okay. Make me, just for the fun of it, a melee roll.
Oh, that's really not good. I will be more than happy to push this.
Go ahead and I'll
3
let you
dice,
push it.
1 bane. 2 bane.
Two bane.
Dreamin's about to be broken. Actually, Dreamin
This
is
is
broken.
strength, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
All right, so
God.
the way I'm going to rule this, because this is out of combat,
Did you like break your hand on his
this
face?
is just extra like out of combat. Mm-hmm. You punch him and you do knock him out, but you just like it takes a lot of hits and like you're hitting your knuckles on his like teeth, and you're very angry because you had tough fights before, all of you have, but you haven't had one where it's just been people who have like set you up, because it's been like monsters or conflicting interests with like Eskar, right?
Yeah.
It's like one person compared to a whole group of people playing on your sympathy to attack you and capture you. So
Dreamin', the healer.
you're letting out all of your anger and you break yourself with strength, so you're not going to be able to make any rolls today.
Yeah.
But you knock him clean out.
All right.
Khalid just kind of goes, Cahoon,
Yeah,
can you untie me?
of course.
And I'm gonna set the sword down, and I'm just going to use my paws to do it. I'm not gonna like try to hack at the rope. I'm gonna save this fucking rope. Give it to Rolk.
Thank you.
Okay.
She's a little shooken up for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
She got tied up by slavers. Should we return to Treatenbergville? It's hard to say that seriously. Shall we?
But I think if we get a chance to rest, we can cure ourselves up and we'll be fine. I even have a bit of magic I can do.
Wait, but your strength is broken.
Well, that will be after we rest.
No, that was out of character.
Oh, that's it'll be after we rest.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is.
I mean, you could express that.
So it's the morning quarter day when you traveled. It'll be the daytime quarter day that you'll have to do things.
Uh-huh.
So you could rest.
And then keep traveling.
Well, it'll be dark in the evening, so you could rest and then like still be able to roll and make camp. It'd be in
That's
the
true.
darkness, but you'd still be able to do it.
As long as we have a bit of time to rest, I think we'll be fine.
Now there is the other guy that you left broken with the eye wound. Are you going to do anything with him, or just let him go? Because this is non-lethal.
Cahoon, are you able to move?
Yeah.
Can you beat that man senseless but leave him alive?
How many people does it take to spread a message?
I would prefer to do 2. Fear and a little bit of help. A good mixture is good. I mean, we've already killed 5 of them.
What a great way to tie in a quote, though. Trying to get us some reputation, Jacob?
With the right people.
The slashed eye is not lethal. Also, I know we were rolling over you going to the guy instead of Kali, but mechanically speaking, a gut wound, which is what he had, isn't lethal, whereas Kali's injury isn't.
Is or isn't? Okay.
Kali's injury is not lethal. Yours
No.
is just
All
a
right.
broken toe.
Yeah, I got broken toes. I'll
But
be
his
fine.
is a gut wound, so he could have died in a matter of hours.
Well, I had no magic to spend. All I did was roll my skill to make sure his stuff wasn't lethal. He's still broken. He's probably still real hurt, but he's not going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna make it.
Yeah.
And
Is there anything else you wanted to ask these people?
Oh, I suppose we could interrogate the other one before we knock them out.
Per your orders.
Oh, you go right ahead, Cahoon. I'm going to... Oh, I'm starting to feel my age. I'm going to sit
I'm
right
gonna-
here.
I'm going to go over and I'm going to gently brace one of my very soft hind paws against this guy's solar plexus, and I'm going to
This
say,
is the foreman too. The
Yeah.
guy that
Yeah.
and I'm going to say,
You take people. Is that what you do?
That's right.
Where?
We take him to the Grindbone, don't you know?
Where is that?
North of here. You never heard of Grindbone, the village of slaves?
No.
Make a lore check. You can. Well, I mean, Cahoon's gonna know this, so you can ask later. That's 3d6 that Drow rolled, no successes.
one bane, but I'm not going
Yeah.
to push it.
You can't push this one anyway. So
Yeah.
he's just like, well, you were about to be intimately familiar. There's a price for every good slave in Grindbone.
And I'll step just a little bit harder.
You seem like a bad dog.
A dog is too much of a compliment for him.
I may be a bad dog, but I ain't no bitch. He spits in your face.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you allergic to nuts?
No.
Because I'm about to kick yours into your throat.
And then I'm going to brace my full weight on his solar plexus and bring my other paw down directly between his legs.
Okay. Roll me a melee.
Balls.
That's
Oh.
a success. On a 6 dice, 1 success.
You just knock him out. Like, the pain is so intense. He just, like, there's a brief moment of a squeak, and then his eye rolls back, and yeah, he's out. He's out cold.
You're absolutely right.
Good boy.
And I'll pat him on the head.
Oh, God.
Excellent move.
All right, so 3 of you are broken now. You can still walk and move, but you're not going to be able to travel. So you can like leave this group of people and rest.
Yeah, I say we move elsewhere in our quote-unquote hex
Yeah.
and rest.
Yeah, the hex is big enough to where you don't have to like park it next to the slavers.
This hex ain't big enough for the both of us.
Yeah, Kali's been extra quiet because like that's all like straight up traumatizing.
So
It
most
is.
of these aren't dead, right?
You two quite clearly described kills.
Oh no. Kali shot to kill every single shot.
Yes.
Like fighting for her life terrified.
Can I take like a claw and just etch a K into this man's cheek?
So yeah, you can do that. There's only 2 that were broken. The rest were dead based off
Okay.
descriptions. I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to work mechanically, but that's how it happened.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you can go elsewhere in this hex because you can still all walk, even with the whole foot thing, your foot injuries.
Yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
carry Kali.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean, Rolk's still recovering from his crushed foot, but you can all rest and
he
gain
just
back.
kind of hobbles.
My strength is all the way up. If both of these people are feeling bad, we're not going to be traversing out of the hex. I could probably shoulder most of their weight.
Yeah,
Fair.
Kali just kind of leans on Colleen.
Clean.
She leans on Cahoon, and she's like, Cahoon, dreamin', Rolk, you did good.
You did as well.
I'm just glad that when I got hit this time, it wasn't my foot.
I know, right?
I can't concur.
It was called Bone Grind? Grind Bone?
Grindbone.
Grindbone, the slave village.
Does any of you want to roll a lore check?
Yeah.
I can't.
I want to
broken.
try.
No,
wait,
that's
no,
right,
I'm broken. I
You're
can't.
broken. So let's go ahead and have you rest, and then you can roll it. It's the middle of the day, so there's no worry about making camp or anything like that. You take your quarter day to rest.
I flavor bandage my broken toes.
Yep. And now at the end of it, you can make your healing rolls if you want to.
All right, come here, Rolk.
Wait, how does this work? We don't get back all of our damage. We just...
Yes, we do.
Yeah, you do.
We do?
Every rest.
Just to rest?
Yeah.
Sweet.
You get back all your.
It is rest and not sleep, right?
Yes.
All right.
Sleeping is resting,
But
more.
yeah. So yes, come here, Rolk. Let me see if I can get you to be healed in a bit better time.
a dentist too?
I have many skills.
Rolk, I think your new smile looks dashing.
It's not like his front teeth. It's like some of his like ones in the side, not like the molars.
He
but
got
on
like
the side.
hit in the cheek.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like
Oh, is it
Yeah.
like one of his canines so he could get a cool prosthetic fang?
Maybe. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
that is-
Whoa.
those are 3 successes, which would
Wow.
half
of his dice.
his healing time.
So that's 1.5 days. Does that round up to 2 or
That's up to you.
I'll take it down to 1.
And then Kali, come here.
And she just kind of hobbles over to Dreamin'.
And he'll use magic on Kali. He'll use Mend Wounds. He will cast it at a lower level, so he only has to roll 1 dice. And because your critical injury is not lethal, it only needs 1 success, which this will get. But I have to roll anyway, just in case I get a bang.
Honest, I'm glad you are, because losing the ability to run for a character like mine would be crushing.
He rolled 1d6
And got a bane.
and got a bane.
So don't forget, I think it's minus 10
Minus 10.
because it's only 1 bane.
Is
Remember,
it 2d6?
no, I rolled 1d6. Oh, for
the
yeah,
table.
all the critical or what's mishaps is
Oh,
All right.
crap.
I'm going to roll it and you can read it, okay?
okay.
No! You
That's
should have
going to
left me
be-
broken.
So 56. So minus 10 is going to be 46.
That's pretty high up there. You said 46?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Oh, no.
46 on the magic mishap table. Your magic
God.
permanently alters your appearance. The GM decides how.
Ooh.
That's it?
Yep.
Oh, my.
Oh.
That's interesting, though.
Ooh. You should become hairy like a wolfkin.
I was not ready to make this decision today.
Follow your heart. I was casting magic to heal somebody, and it backfires and somehow alters my physical appearance. I would say like white hair is always a go-to, but Treeman already has white hair.
The spell also fails, right?
No,
Oh, it still works?
it still works.
It's just a mishap.
It's still a power level 1. It's just there's a mishap.
Okay, so let's say this works, but you're stressed out, you're pushing yourself, you're casting the spell, the like tips of your fingers about down to your first or second knuckle just turns purple. So it looks like you stuck your hands in like blueberry.
Okay, so purple more than blue. I was thinking frostbite looking.
The attempt on my life has left me scarred and deformed.
So it's like he's got a deep bruise on the tops of his digits.
Necrotic. Like R from warm bodies.
All right.
Like, Kali gasps when it's like, Dreamin'? Has that happened before?
Oh, it's just a professional risk. He's shaking a little bit because, he knows how dangerous the mishaps can be. All things considered, this is pretty light on the things that could have happened scale.
Yeah.
She just
It
kind of
looks
shakes her
kinda
head.
cool.
I know, it does look kind of cool. Hey,
That-
I
and if
haven't
you-
been dragged to hell, so everything's good.
That could.
No,
Oh,
Cahoon, I'm
dear.
just kidding. I'm just using a bit of dad humor.
So what does that mean for my injury?
It's gone.
Your injury's gone.
Oh,
you
okay.
can get
I was
rid of
like,
it.
how many days do I... Okay.
No, you just get rid of it.
That's not how it works in this game. That's not how it works in this game.
Visual joke here. Drow just silently rolled insight on Foundry.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So much Pathfinder vibe.
Yeah.
We keep trying to bludgeon this
I
into being a Pathfinder-like game.
Think I don't believe you.
That's okay. Listen, Cahoon, I'm fine.
Oh, and Dreamin'?
Just purple. Oh, yes?
You're a better man than I'll ever be.
I find it more efficient to hurt and to warn than to wipe them out outright. They didn't know our names. Now they know them, and they won't come back for us. Hopefully.
I think this is a good time to bring up the idea of reputation in Forbidden Lands. Do you want to read that for us?
Only 2 small paragraphs. As an adventurer in Forbidden Lands, words of your deeds will spread far and wide, assuming you live long enough. This is represented by your reputation score, which will determine the chance of you being recognized and can affect social conflicts. Your reputation score only tells you how well known you are, not if you are feared or admired. That depends on the type of deeds for which you are known. Fun fact, each of us starts off with reputation. Cahoon, as a young adult, would have 0. Kali, as an adult, would have 1, and Dreamin, as an old person, has 2. But the thing of it is, why you get reputation affects how people react to it. So whenever you go to a new place, you roll reputation, you roll the number of D6s as the person in your group with the most reputation. If you get a success, you are known. But why you're known, it could be good or bad. For instance, if we go to Grindbone and we roll reputation and we get a success, we could be known as the people who kicked the slavers' butts and they'll hate us. But if we go back to Treatenbergville and we roll reputation, we'd be known as the people who slaughtered slavers.
And
which
that
would
might
be
be
a good
a good
thing.
Who
thing,
might
yeah.
have literally taken people from Treatenberg, for crying out loud.
Exactly.
Treatenberg.
So does it
Treatenbergville. I keep forgetting the Ville.
in the book, does it say how you get reputation, or is it just GM hands it out?
After a game session in which you have performed 1 or more great or terrible deeds of some kind, one which was made known to the world and will be spoken of for years to come, your reputation score increases 1 point. What counts as a great or terrible deed is up to the GM, but here are some examples. A prominent NPC was killed or saved from certain death. A feared monster was slain. A legendary treasure or artifact was found or stolen. The deed permanently altered the overall situation in an adventure site, so you did something to change the way things were going.
That's a fair point.
Something has significant consequences, or you have built a function in your stronghold.
I want to say something then, because we haven't really dealt with it yet. It hasn't been relevant in the adventure. But I want, and this is per character, or is it for the whole party?
It's per character.
Why don't you all take 2 points to your reputation? 1 for everything that happened at Weatherstone. And in addition, I would say, though this is on the border, I think this specifically how you handled the slavers left counts towards your reputation, because there's specifically, is going to affect towns and stuff in this area. So 2 different points of reputation.
I was curious about whether you're going to give us 1 for Weatherstone, because we specifically mentioned that we weren't talking about that.
Yeah.
So maybe, but it could be out of our hands. Did Drea could say something or whatnot.
Yeah.
Or Dalb the Bard might mention us.
Or the Reeve from Boulder Post.
Oh, yeah. Because, eventually someone's going to know something happened if they go there, and then people could potentially put 2 and 2 together.
Right.
That being said, Eskar's reputation probably went up by 1. Not that he's going to benefit from it.
No. Yeah, but we'll say that it goes up by 2 for all of you. Cool. So
I don't know if I want to be known for this kind of shit.
it's a good thing and a bad thing. So you guys have finished the fight. You've rested. You've made your heal checks. Now you wanted to roll lore about Grindbone, I think.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Cahoon already made this roll, so Kali and Dreamin make your rolls.
Nothing for me. I got 4 dice and I didn't get any success with Bane even.
You said
Okay.
lore.
Yes.
She's still too shooken up.
I am rolling 3 dice.
No successes.
No successes.
All right. Well, I will not read the legend. But what I will say, maybe one of you has heard of a slaver village called Grindbone, but you really don't know anything about that other than the name and that it exists.
All right. Could be something that we ask about somebody else later on. Somebody else about later on.
Maybe Kali had heard of it because it frightened her so much.
Maybe, but yeah, you don't know any details about it or anything.
Well, granted, I feel like being a female in that party makes it scarier for her anyway.
Yeah.
Can we explore?
Well, it's now the evening quarter
Oh, yeah,
day because
no.
you took your daytime to rest. So it's dark, but you're all on your feet, and you can make camp just at a penalty.
I'll make camp.
Or just roll it straight with help.
Can I assist?
Yeah, just roll it straight with help.
All right. Who's assisting?
I'll assist.
No, but like I'm saying, all the assists counteract the darkness.
Oh, okay. So just roll it straight.
Just roll it straight.
All right, let me get my gear up in there. That's 2 successes.
Out of
right.
6.
On a fewer die than I should have rolled. So awesome anyway.
Yep, there you go. You make camp successfully. And now we're going to go to the next day.
Yay!
Dad,
Yes?
that guy called me a bitch.
He did, didn't he?
I don't identify as that.
I know.
I mean, from what I understand, that's more of a derogatory term
Yeah, he was
outside
just-
of the Wolfkin.
He was just trying to insult you.
Okay.
He wasn't being factual. He was being mean.
I wanted to make sure that I didn't look girly.
You know, I think you look
Wolfie?
wolfy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cahoon, if it wasn't for the fact that you were such a nice young man, you would be terrifying.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
You did get him where it counts, so.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't like him.
I liked that move.
I don't like him either.
I think it would have been funny, though, if he was allergic to nuts and I had said that.
That would have been funny.
I thought it was clever.
It was clever.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have thrown some peanuts at him to see if he started sneezing.
I
or,
mean-
died.
I mean, I didn't actually want to kill him. What if he was lying and he actually was? That would have made me feel bad.
That's it. Well, I want you. Don't need to feel bad because he deserved to die. But I understand.
I mean, there are better ways than anaphylactic shock.
Do we even know that exists?
Yeah. It's
I'm a
red face
doctor,
syndrome.
I guess. I know how to heal people.
Touches a peanut. Dies.
Dreamin' just pulls out his ye old EpiPen.
Just a rusty needle.
It's a leech.
Oh my god.
Suck the nut out of you. No! Oh, man.
Please edit that
I
out.
realized it halfway through, but it was started, and even if I stopped, it would have been known.
Oh no, that one's staying.
My face
Jesus.
hurts.
That's going on TikTok.
That's
Suck
what
the nut out of you.
that's what leeches are for, right?
The Dreamin says with 3 leeches on his dick.
just Dreamin' finds a medical leech. Ha! Nut!
I hope I find somebody who's allergic to nuts. I can fix it. Slaps the leech right
Just
on there.
okay, I want to express that Jacob had his hand raised as though he was pinching something small and shaking his wrist back and forth.
You gotta grip the leech, wiggle it around, and smack it on somebody.
Like one of those fucking stretchy hands from the grocery store. Oh,
My face hurts from laughing.
no.
Can we go to the hole now?
Yes. We've had a rough day. Let's go to the hole and hope it's something good.
Well, that's enough
Yeah.
suck. Let's go to the hole.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And luckily, we don't have to roll for the hole because we've been there before.
Yes, you've been there. You're good.
Please just, I'll go back to Boulder Post.
Roll food.
Oh yes, thank you for remembering.
And I gotta roll for my arrows.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, here we go. Food.
Oh, really?
Let's see.
Well,
is
my food goes down by 1.
all right,
All
and
right.
then Drow's does as well.
No,
and
both of
then-
mine are good.
Oh, I'm looking at something else. My bad.
Oh, look, my water also goes down by 1.
Dreamin's hungry and thirsty today.
I'm good.
Oh, good. Across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So go back to the hole. Is that where we're headed today?
Let's go check out the hole.
So you go back and you find ye old hole, and Rolk is just like, oh, hell yeah.
Who's ready to go in the hole? I am.
Anyway, you find this hole, stairway leading down into it.
Who's going first? I can.
Not me.
Do you want me to? We have torches.
I have torches.
Cool. I'll take one and
All
I'll go
right.
down.
Let me roll a torch and see how many I have. You can have one. Does anybody else want one? Roll.
I don't have one.
Okay.
Wait, no, I need
I
both
mean-
hands to hold my bow.
But
I
it's
can't
a
hold the torch.
resource die. Works like food.
Oh, so then everybody has torches.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just have to roll it after the day to see if you have any more.
Well, I just rolled it.
Yeah,
All right.
So you don't have to roll at the end of the day.
Yeah.
What happens if we get it?
What happens if we get in there and we lose them?
Lose what?
Like all of our torches?
No, you roll at the end of the day that you used it, like arrows or food or water.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if that did happen, we'd be in the dark.
Yeah.
Like if
That-
we slept in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So that being said, as I go along, I am going to like rub myself, like my shoulders, up against the walls so that there is a scent trail.
Smart.
Okay.
I thought
Every
you
so
were-
often.
I thought you were going to say that you're going to find a corner and pee in it so that you
No.
could have a trail of scent to follow back.
Yeah. So, as you're like looking around the entrance and planning to go in, you've now spent more time here, kind of closely studying it, and you can see that originally something used to cover up this circular entrance. Like there's big scrape marks on the circular stone, as if something heavy was moved over it, but you don't see anything around you that fits the bill. And the weathering on the stone would suggest that the last time that was used was a long time ago.
Interesting.
Old
So-
door.
There was once a wooden door, perhaps?
Something heavy.
Stone.
Oh, metal.
Big.
Metal's heavy.
Rock.
What is heavy?
A giant could have sat on it and covered it.
Ew.
Giants are heavy.
Giant doesn't scrape like that.
It could.
I mean, why would it?
I don't know why. Why would rock? You know what? I think I'm done arguing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you go down. Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I am at the back of the group.
I am behind whoever's in front.
So you're right behind me, I guess.
Yeah. Yes.
So you and Rolk are in the middle, then Dreamin' and Rolk are in the middle, Cahoon's leading.
No, it's Cahoon, Dreamin', Callie,
Oh.
then Rolk
Then
to
Rolk,
cover up the
yeah.
end.
Okay. So you make your way down into this donjon.
Oh, Don John.
So you make your way down, and as you start going down, it gets like the air gets muggier in a weird way, and a little bit like
Moist.
moist. You make your way down, and you see as you're going down markings on the sides of the walls. It looks like what used to be some sort of sigil, like set into the stone, but you can't see it anymore because it's so damaged. And as you get all the way down, you see obvious signs of water damage down here. It's not flooded, but it was at some point in time.
Are there like marks for the water line or something?
Right, yeah. Yes, Straw?
Is there a specific season in the Forbidden Lands that is like a wet season or a rainy season?
I'm not sure. It's currently spring, so I imagine it's a little wet.
Okay. Because if this was a season known for flash floods, I imagine we should probably not explore it right now.
It doesn't look like it's flooded recently.
Okay.
We're also in, like, if you look at the map, it looks like we might be in a drier area. We're in the mountains.
Yeah. Yeah, instead of having like, if this were at the bottom of a valley,
Yeah.
then you'd be in a lot worse position.
Like a floodplain.
Yeah.
It's not like it's on a hill and the water would run into it. It's not positioned like that. It just looks like at some point in time it was flooded. So you get down in there and there is a heavy stone door at the entrance.
And are there any more markings, or would we assume that the flooding has ruined those if there were?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
It looks like, well, I'll say if you examine the marking on the wall, like the sigil, it looks like some like house coat.
Could we recognize the coat?
It's way too damaged.
Pathfinder brain wants to roll perception.
I know, but you don't have to. So there's a heavy door. It is slightly ajar.
I draw my bow.
Since I've got the torch, I'll go first.
Okay. So you go and you see the first room is this like corridor, a hallway, and on the floor there's this odd mosaic of like a mountain peak.
Art.
So yeah, you see four doors, or four doorways, I should say. One of them is wide open, so it'd be the first one on your left looking down. The second one on your left looking down is closed. First one on your right looking down is closed, and then the other one on your right looking down is closed. So, two
Bottom
on each
left
side.
open, everything else closed.
Yes.
I suppose we should probably look inside the open door first, right?
I feel like we're being led somewhere.
We don't have to go in. We could just look in.
So you said you wanted to listen at it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're like whispering, trying to keep a low
Of
profile
course,
going
yeah.
in. When you listen in, you hear like these weird echoing noises. There's no voices. There's no movement sounds. And as you keep listening, it's like you hear a drop of water hit the ground and it'll reverberate in that room. And it's just this weird echoey sound, almost otherworldly. But it's very much triggered by outside sound. There's no sound coming from the room other than the echoes.
All the hair on Cahoon's back stands up,
Okay.
and he looks probably about 20 pounds heavier.
Okay.
I don't like that.
And then as you whisper that, it's just like it's your voice echoing.
Maybe we should go in another door then.
Should we close this
Eerie.
one?
Yes, let's close this one. And
There
then go
wasn't
through
anything
them
in the
one by
room,
one.
was there?
You haven't looked in it. You
Oh,
said
can
you're
we
just-
look real quick?
I'll look.
You look in the room. It's not super big. It is empty of like occupants, but as you look in it, it looks like someone has stayed here recently. The room itself is very old. It's like a stone carved bed chamber almost. Oh, and I should also say the door looks almost like a bank vault door.
We are about to get our asses sealed in here.
But like the room you're looking in is very much like a stone carved bedroom kind of thing. There's like some mats and maybe like a burnt out candle or something in there, as if someone's been in there recently, but no one's there right now.
Does it smell like the slavers?
No.
Okay.
Are you going to go in and look around some more?
If we do, can one of us stay out in case if the door closes?
Rolk, watch the door from outside in the hallway.
Okay. Rolk is looking at it, and also the entrance to the bank vault looking door is kind of cracked open because it's like fused. Like you can move it a little bit, but it will not shut the whole way.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I should describe that better.
Yeah,
Rolk,
I'll
guard
look
the
in.
hallway. Yeah, and I'll go in as well.
Okay. And I assume you're starting to look around some more?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, you root around and you find a pouch containing 17 silver coins.
Oh, so that's 4 for each of us and 1 extra.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Is there anything else?
No, I mean, that's obviously someone's possessions that's been here recently. Not like their sword and their books, but like a mat, a burnt out candle again.
Why would they leave so much silver behind?
Because they didn't want to carry it in the rest of the hole. It's not essential in the hole.
They're probably still down here.
Yeah, probably. Do I see footprints?
No. I mean, it's stone, so.
I like money as much as the next person, if not a little bit more.
Why do you say it like that?
Maybe we should just leave this. And if we find who it belongs to dead, we'll come back and get it.
Okay.
But if we meet someone in there and they find out we took their money, that could make things complicated.
I mean, that makes enough sense.
Quietly remove silver from her
I was about to say, I
inventory.
have Rolk's character sheet pulled up.
We'll leave it for now.
I feel like not only is someone not here right now, but someone hasn't been here in over a week.
Oh, yeah, that was going to be my next question. Like, look at the candle and... Okay, cool,
It's
cool.
pretty stale in here.
They've been gone for a while, I think. Chances are they're not going to come back for this.
I suppose we could take it to keep it safe.
That seems a little disingenuous. Disingenuine. That seems like a lie. Disingenuous.
I am being serious. I am hoping we get to keep it. And we're going to take it with the intent of keeping it. But if we run into the person, we'll give it back. And we'll
Truly.
explain the situation.
If we have to run for our lives, you be the one that gets the money. The rest of us will run.
Well, I mean, I don't think you'll follow. We take the money. If we run into the person who says, oh, hey, I need to go into the hole to get my money, then we'll be like, wait, we're one step ahead of you. Have your money. We thought you were dead, so we took it. But you're obviously not, and we give it back, and everybody's happy.
I thought the easier
that
thing
makes
to
enough
do...
sense, I guess.
would be leave it.
Yes,
and
but
then
they
get it
haven't
when we leave.
been here. Well, I guess we could do that too.
I'm saying if we have to run for our lives, I'm not going to risk my life for some silver.
Then we take the money now.
And money and run.
Here, you get 4. You get 4.
Rolk gets 4.
Rolk gets 4. Who wants the extra one? I don't.
I'm not incentivized to take it. You'd seem like you are, though.
I do like money. Yes.
Go ahead and take the silver.
Yes.
We'll call it your cut for keeping us alive.
Ooh, I like that. That's a very good excuse. Yes.
One day they might call it insurance.
All right, so that's
Go pay.
one room down.
I'm gonna shut this
And,
fucking door.
You try to shut the door, and it won't shut all the way.
Can I place a rock? I'm going to try to be creative for a second. Like, if I found like a piece of something crumbled, could I place a rock so that if someone tried to open it and didn't notice the rock, it would screech or
Yeah.
at least make noise?
You find like an old. There's like what was a stone bench in here that's cracked, and it's heavy to move, but you can move it and effectively not totally block the door, but it would be hard to open.
Slow it down or make noise is what I'm looking
Or
for.
both, yeah.
Okay, that's what I do then.
Okay.
This place gives me the heebie-jeebies.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies as well.
And I should say, as you've like been talking in here, and especially when you shut the door and move the piece of stone over, there is something weird about this room, more so than the other parts of the cave, that make your voices echo. Like, have you ever been?
This room is like when you go to one of those science museums. And they've
Yeah.
got the weird cones at each side, and you can speak in one, but they can hear you like a mile away because of weird echo nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. But it like reverberates, and it's like, ever heard yourself like talking, but on a voice chat, but you can hear yourself in the other person's microphone.
Yeah.
And it's hard to talk because you keep hearing yourself.
Oh, so it's just horrible.
It's kind of weird. It only kicks in when you start talking louder, but like it's weird.
Is it like that thing where you have like a half a second delay or so, and if you hear
It's
it's
not-
hard to talk?
It's not quite half a second. It's a little faster than that, but it does get in the way.
How
of
high
talking.
is the ceiling?
Let's say it's dug out in stone, so it's probably around only like 6 feet.
Oh, does Cahoon have to bend down?
Yeah. So, what is causing it?
You don't know. I mean,
I have a willpower that I could spend to detect magic, but that's my last willpower.
now the room is like, there's like cracks in the walls. There was like artistic carvings on the walls and ceilings, as there's been in other parts of this dungeon, but they're worn down. And there's like openings in the walls where stone's cracked a little bit, but you don't know.
Okay.
Like why it's happened.
Interesting.
It could be natural. It could be supernatural. You're not sure.
I'll go listen at another door.
Okay.
What was this? The first door on the left?
I think
Yes.
this was the
Yes.
last one, wasn't
First
it?
one on the left. This
First
was
one
the
on the
open
left
one.
was open, the
So
rest
we're
were
gonna
closed.
Go to the first door on the right or the other
Yeah,
left
let's
door?
do on the right.
Okay.
So you go across the way to the right.
We're clearing it as we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go to the door and it's unlocked, but it's closed.
Do I hear anything inside?
No.
Okay.
Is there any weird wires that we can see attached to it? Any weird buttons or
No, it's a stone
laws?
Or rope.
kind of door.
Is
Yeah.
there a trap? Because I can't roll perception. This isn't Pathfinder.
So
Doesn't
I
look
have
like there's a trap.
All right.
There's no obvious
so
wires.
I have a question. Is there a gap underneath this door?
A little bit, but it's very tight.
Like a few inches wide?
Like a few millimeters wide.
Gonna use your new ability or new
I
talent?
was going to try to.
Tries to start doing it, but the nose can't get under.
Are you going to try to open the door?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right,
Let's
you
the door.
open the door, and you try, or at least you try to, and it gets blocked. It's like you're butting up against something. It won't open. It's just ka-kunk,
Can I
ka-kunk.
open it the other way?
No.
It's not a two-way door.
So I
But-
guess that means I need to push real hard.
You push real hard, and it's just it doesn't budge. But you know what?
It's a few inches wide.
Gap of the open door is a few inches wide.
Oh no, you'd be by yourself.
Could I just look in?
You, like a cat, trying to get a peek of their owner taking a dump, shove your face to the side of the door.
A precious
Ears-
sight.
I missed you.
Pulled back, eyes
Here's
like
Cahoon.
the skin over your eyes pulled back, fangs showing because your mouth skin's been pulled back. And you see a ruined stairway that goes nowhere, like it's collapsed. And you see more like mosaics that are decorative, but it doesn't go anywhere.
What's blocking the
Bad.
door?
Part of the ruined like collapse, just a big stone.
Scary.
Is there nothing in there?
Broken stairs.
But so then it's not worth our time, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna squeeze out.
Don't get stuck.
Actually, can I look around to see if there's anything that might have been like in there beyond that?
It looks like it was just a stairway, so there's no real items. Whatever connected to it in the past has long been collapsed.
Okay.
This place sucks.
It does so far. Maybe we'll find something on the next door.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
kept waiting for the jump scare, and then that's where we'll end it.
squeeze my way out.
Okay, yeah, you get out, no problem. So there's 2 more doors at the end, one on the left, one on the right.
Let's go to the one on the left.
All right,
Yep.
they're both shut. What do you want to do?
I'll listen again.
You don't hear anything?
I don't hear anything.
No.
No traps or wires or obvious tomfoolery.
You looking for something?
Make sure that I want to try and see if there's anything connecting to the door that would be weird.
Make a scouting roll.
Oh boy, I'm so good at this.
You don't find anything.
I don't find anything. All right.
3 dice, no bane, no success.
Yeah. You don't
Who's
find anything.
ready to get hurt?
Everything's fine.
All right.
And I'm gonna push the door open.
Okay. So the door is locked,
Ah, damn it.
but you can, if you want to, how would you try to force your way through the locked door?
A solid kick, maybe? A magic sword?
Brute strength.
Here's Cahoon!
What's the locking mechanism like?
Like 2 bolts, one on the top, one on the bottom.
That are sealed from the inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Could I get like a dagger and start trying to force them up?
Yeah, why don't you, what roll would you want this to be?
Agility, probably.
That makes the most sense.
Maybe sleight of hand, but I don't have any points in that, so
sleight
that would
of
just be
hand.
agility.
Let's call it sleight of hand.
All right. No successes on 5, 1 bane. Would you like me to push that, guys?
I will allow you to push it if you desire.
Well, there you go.
And 1 success, 1 bane. So I take
Yeah.
a point of damage to my agility, but I get a willpower.
Alrighty.
It's
You
all
get a
about the
willpower.
tumblers.
I broke a nail.
Straining yourself trying to get in, but you are successfully able to get in and brute force your way past the locking mechanism, and you open up the door, and as you do, spears shoot up from the ground on the inside of the door, and they're going to attack you. 10d6.
Rat.
Oh, thank God.
2 successes on 10d6.
That was scary.
That's going to be 2 points of damage to
Armor.
your strength. Oh, yes, you're right.
Yeah, my
Roll
armor.
So
Jesus.
much dice.
Holy Christ.
1 success on the chainmail. 1 point still gets through. But the door is now open. The spears are stuck up, but you could easily push them over and break them.
Cahoon, are you okay?
I hurt my paw.
Now that you say that as the door's open, same situation with the echoes in this room.
Could I take a look at your paw?
Yeah.
He'll give a little wrap around it with a bandage. Nothing mechanical, but, you know.
Okay.
Don't try and stick this in any water in here.
I don't like being wet in general.
Now,
Well, there we go.
now that the trap has been set off, can we see any evidence of what the mechanism was, or is it totally invisible, like totally hidden?
It's just, it don't see anything, but you can assume, because you saw them shoot up when the door was forced open, it's something around the entrance here.
Okay.
Just interesting.
That sucked.
Yeah.
Next time I'm gonna put my shield on the ground.
So this room is fairly empty. It's also kind of ruined, but there's like an altar that's not broken down at the other end of it, opposing the door, and you see a bronze statue sitting on it.
Of what?
You're not really sure. You don't recognize it. Doesn't look like any sort of deity you're familiar with. Maybe it's because it's old and kind of worn down. Maybe it's because it was crafted in another time.
Is that all that's in the room? That's
Yeah.
of note?
Of note, yeah.
Dreamin will walk up and inspect the altar and the statue
Okay.
closely.
And I'm going to stand back with my bow ready.
It is completely mundane. You don't see any traps.
I want to poke the statue.
You poke it and it doesn't budge because it's very heavy.
Game Master
Privately rolled some dice.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I'm worrying.
Hey, have you guys ever seen Indiana Jones?
No.
I have.
Okay, real talk though. All right, this looks important. Anything important is worth guarding, and anything worth guarding is worth destroying a thing over. So I say we take this, but before we do it, we go check out that last room, because who knows, maybe taking the statue will start a flood in here or something.
So here's a question. Does it look as though it's had water damage done to it?
Statue?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's corrosion on it.
Yeah, this thing has been here since the flood. I have a feeling that since this has been trapped, that...
It couldn't have caused the flood if it's still here. If it caused the flood, it would be like on the ground at the door or something, where somebody had
maybe
drowned with it.
something removed it, saw something happen, and then tried to put it back.
Oh, that's an idea as well. Have we seen any bodies in here?
We have not.
Let's check out the other room.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
Like something about how it was the only room we've encountered so far with a trap on it.
Fucking spears.
Please just worried
Owie.
that the removal of the statue could set off another trap.
Yeah.
All right, so the other door, I think this is going to be the far end right side,
Yeah.
is locked.
Cahoon,
Yeah, I can do this.
maybe stand to the side.
Yeah.
Or when we open the door, we just don't walk in right away. We
Yeah.
just swing it open.
I rolled sleight of hand again,
Nice.
Okay.
And I got a success on 4 dice.
4 dice. All right, so you're able to jimmy the lock again, pry it open. When you pry it open, you see a similar sight to what you saw in the other room. It's a little bit of a bigger room, but like the end of it is collapsed. There's nothing of note here except for the mosaic. This one depicts a blood mist.
I wish that we had a Rust brother to talk to about this. He might know some more stuff. Okay, so I have an idea.
Okay.
We have 60 feet of rope, right? And more?
Yes.
Let's tie it to the statue. Walk out and then pull it.
That's a good idea. We could also block the big door with like that heavy bench that we blocked the other door with.
We could do both.
Yeah, well, I would say do both.
Yeah.
And like I'm saying, if this heavy door moves, a stone bench might not stop it, but it
it can
could
hold it open
slow it down.
long
Either
enough.
way, we be ready to run like mad.
Well, I like Cahoon's idea. We tie a couple of ropes around it, and we just start pulling.
All right, so you're going to put the stone bench remnant in front of the door to
Have we checked all 4 doors now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're going to block it with that stone bench chunk and
Yeah.
then tie a rope around the statue.
Multiple ropes.
Multiple ropes and just pull for all you're worth.
Whenever
We're
we
gonna
get
stand
outside.
outside the big door and pull.
And be ready to run like mad.
You know,
I'm sorry that I had a good idea.
No, this is creative.
what I want to say is one of 2 things. You start pulling on the rope. Now, it's going to take all of you because this is a very heavy bronze statue. Like
Okay.
It's not just like a little one. It's
Okay,
like
so it's like
a
human-sized?
sizable,
Okay.
maybe 1.5 feet to 2 tall bronze statue.
Is it bigger
wow.
than
Yeah.
the bread box?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
So it's not tall, it's not super tall.
Wow, that reached.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god.
God. Anyway,
All right.
so you do this, and so what I was saying is, what I want to say is, we'll find out what happens next week, or the water just starts pouring in, and you have like blah rounds to get, but nothing happens. You pull, and you yank, and it's so heavy, and you're going around these corners, and then you just hear this loud
Tunk.
thunk, and nothing happens.
But it doesn't sound like a shattered.
No.
Well, if it's that simple, Dreamin will walk in and just go grab the statue.
Wait, can he even lift it?
What is your carrying capacity?
You can temporarily carry more than your normal encumbrance limit. Strength times 2 items.
How
But your
long?
carrying is strength times
on.
2.
You can carry a number of regular items equal to double your strength. That's simple encumbrance. You can temporarily carry more than your normal encumbrance limit. In that case, you need to make a roll for endurance whenever you want to run in a round of combat or hike for a quarter day. If
All
it
right.
fails, you must either drop what you're carrying, stay where you are, or suffer 1 point of damage to agility. So there's no like actual limit.
Okay, so I'll say you can only barely carry this statue. It has a weight of 6. It is worth 20 silver.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
It's pretty chunky. It's worth
I
a
mean,
pretty
it is
penny.
bronze too.
Yeah. But like you might want, if you're going to carry it long term, it might be one of those things that you have to tag team it with someone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So like carrying furniture cross country.
Jesus.
Well, 20 gold, still 20 gold.
Yeah.
It's silver,
Or
I thought.
silver.
Yeah.
So I got a question. Hey, we went into the first door,
Yeah.
and that brought us to a hallway of 4 doors that we've checked.
Yeah. And that's
If we
it.
go back to the original door, is there more to see, or was it just like one long corridor?
The original door is the entrance, and so it's one long corridor. You can tell that there was like staircase and then like a bigger room, but you can't get there because it's collapsed.
Interesting. Does the staircase appear to have gone up or down, or could we not tell because of the damage?
Down.
Okay. Trying to get a mental image.
Would it be possible to clear out the staircase?
No.
Could we use our rope and rappel down?
Well,
No, it's just completely
blocked.
collapsed.
Okay.
Like it's full of rubble.
Yeah.
Well, Rolk, we checked out the hole,
And
and it
we
wasn't
found
very
treasure.
interesting.
Yeah.
So all in all, pretty successful.
Yeah.
Who do you
High
think?
five, guys. High fives
Yay.
all around.
Awesome.
Woo!
Who do you think wants an misshapen bronze statue?
It's made of metal. Somebody will want it. Well, I would estimate it's worth about 20 silver.
The boss. The overseer.
Oh, that's a long way to carry it. I was thinking we'd take it to Tretenbergville.
I mean, I do suppose it could be melted
Yeah.
down.
Because you're 1 day's worth of travel away from Tretenbergville.
And, hold on, let me see if I can check
Actually,
something.
you've only taken a handful of turns exploring this, turns being 15 minutes to explore rooms. So you could spend the rest of your quarter day hiking back.
Just like all carrying it at the same time.
Yeah, you'd only be able to move 1 hex because you're in the mountains right
Yeah.
now. But you could, go 1 hex, and then the next day you'd be able to go into Tretenbergville again, if that is what you would like to do. Rolk says, "Man, I'm just so happy I finally got to go to this hole."
What we really need to do
That was pretty cool, honestly, I think.
is activate our pride and fight a monster before the session ends.
Hey, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna hide from you.
I don't know.
I guess we'll just make our way back to Tretenbergville.
Okay.
I mean,
so
not very interesting, but let's take that back.
all right. So do you want to go to your south or to your south west?
South. We'll avoid
Let's-
the hex with the slavers,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have Dreamin and Rolk make endurance checks because you're going to both be over your capacity. All right. So Dreamin got no successes on 66. Rolk got no successes on 46. Rolk's going to take a point of agility, and Dreamin's also going to take a point of agility damage.
Oof.
I don't even get willpower for that either.
No, you can't push that roll.
Ugh.
So you're just strained
Yeah.
from carrying it.
All right. Cool. So that's the end of the daytime quarter day. Go ahead and make me a roll for making camp.
I will do
Unless you want to try and travel at night.
No.
Back to the inn. Ooh,
Out of many dice rolled, I didn't.
no successes. That means we have a camping
7
mishap.
dice.
Oh boy. first
7 chances,
camping
dreaming.
mishap.
Oh, man, it is the
God.
first camping mishap.
Honestly, the fact that we've gotten this
man.
far is pretty telling of how adept we are.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Okay. Ants.
this is gonna be
Your
our-
camp sits right in the middle of an ant road. You just all suffer a point of damage to agility, and no one gets any sleep here.
Oh God, ants.
So are we like bitten
All of you
up?
can go to your character sheet.
Or do
You-
we just not sleep all night?
You put your camp down, and you just all keep waking up with ant bites over and over and over again. Go to your character sheet and check on Sleepy.
I'm crawling thinking about it.
Ugh.
I'm very allergic to ant bites.
So that's no rest and another point of damage to agility.
Yeah, dreaming's hurt. I suggest we make camp again and sleep.
Not
So this will be
with
the
the
morning.
bugs. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll walk a little bit
Christ.
further and make camp.
And then just do it. Well, you could just walk further and rest. You don't have to make camp.
We need to get rid of Sleepy.
Oh, you're right. Okay. So
what does sleep
morning
do?
quarter day is going to be making camp. Go ahead and make another survival roll.
Oh. Can I push it? We're desperately tired now.
All right. So now that you're sleepy, what does the sleepy condition do, by the way?
I was trying to look it up.
Alrighty. Sleepy. You need to sleep for at least 1/4 day of each day. After 1 day without sleep, you become sleepy. Being sleepy has several effects. You cannot recover wits except through magic. If your wits are broken while sleepy, you must sleep for at least 1/4 day to
Yeah.
get back up again. You suffer 1 point of damage to your wits each day. If this damage breaks your wits, you collapse and sleep for at least 1/4 day. Soon as you have slept for at least 1/4 day, you are no longer sleepy and can recover wits normally.
It's a risk because this is a wits roll, so you can push it.
All right, I'm pushing. Oh, thank goodness. But
You have a bane on your gear die for
my
this.
flint and steel break.
Alrighty. 2 successes. You make camp successfully. That's the daytime quarter day. And now you'll sleep, or that's to the daytime quarter day. Now you'll sleep through the day. It is now dark and evening when you wake up.
I mean, is camp still good?
It is.
We'll just
Let's
sleep.
But
just-
here's the
let's
thing.
just
You wake
Stick
up
around.
and you hear singing. A growly male voice sings of purple flowers in deep tombs where heaven and earth meet.
Ooh.
You have never heard such a song as this before. And as you look around, you go around a hill and the bend, trying to find the source of this. I assume
Yes.
you suddenly find yourselves eye to eye with a small fox. It stares at you with large eyes. The song has ended, and so has this episode. That's where we'll pick it up next time.
Ooh.
Tune in next time on Cahoon's Worst Enemy,
Dun dun dun.
Foxkin.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing us. If you want to see more from us, check out our website, thirdgallon.com, or follow us on Twitter. We are at Third Gallon, that's THIRD Gallon. You can also tweet at us using the hashtag Third Gallon, and we are on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook with the same handle, at Third Gallon. We also publish a video version of this podcast on YouTube, which you can find on our channel, The Third Gallon. Our ambience for this episode was composed by Michael Ghelfi, and you can find more of his work at youtube.com/Michael Ghelfi Music, and you can support his awesome work at patreon.com/Michael Ghelfi. Our theme music for this season was composed by Alexander Nakarada. You can find more of his work at serpentsoundstudios.com and support him at patreon.com/A Nakarada. That's patreon.com/ANAKARADA. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.